faith. I said, boom. I got to keep it in your face. Gotta keep it in your face. Gotta keep life in your face. Till you start respecting the perfect. Gotta keep it in your face. I'm gonna put it in your face. Gotta respect the perfect. You start sun gazing a little just like that to you. Gotta keep it in your face. Gotta keep life. Gotta keep the Heavenly Father. Gotta keep the perfect one, the perfect light in your face. The Son of righteousness, the truth. Righteousness means the truth that rides with healing in his wings. You gotta keep it in your face. You'll see how I get back in. Come on. I don't want to take too long. But there, I went straight to it. I ain't know that was it. See, truth ain't gonna change. This chapter describes the day of judgment. This the day of judgment. Every day is a day of judgment. Every day is a Sunday. Every day is a Sunday. This chapter describes a day of judgment and restoration, concluding with a promise to send the prophet Elijah before the great and dreadful day of the Lord to turn the hearts and families towards one another. So Muhammad, they gonna come and turn everybody against one another. The fuck? But unto him unto you that fear my name shall the Son of righteousness, Son of truth, arise with healing in his wings. And you shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall. Huh? I just be popping. I gotta keep it in your face. Cause I ain't write this. I don't see no S-O-N, no cross. I see the Son. And then this the last chapter of the Old Testament. See, we go back. Then we gonna go back. And we gonna stay and we gonna understand what the ancestors were talking about. I wanna know where the globe came from. And how did it get incorporated into my people's, you know what I'm saying? This for them the Greek fraternities, most especially the gatekeepers. All you niggas thinking you're Greeks and all that shit. Q-dogs and all that shit. That Greek shit. You niggas been held captive in your mind, nigga, wondering. Filing some shit. But I'm gonna keep it moving. I'm just trying to see, this is why I was talking about the dragon. See, the dragon, the serpent, Satan, the dragon. The dragon is the Mongolian in the east. I got some more screenshots. I'm gonna just go through these bitches. I want to get to that Shaggy goat and Alexander the Great ass. See, I'm gonna pop this shit on you niggas. Till I die, not till I get tired. I get tired, I'm gonna still be popping this same shit because of the truth. This is Revelation 13. The dragon gift. How the dragon gave a gift to the beast. Who the beast is? The beast is in the north. The beast is in the north. And you know their meeting point is the center of what I'm trying to tell you. They created that North Pole and they couldn't stop lying. These motherfuckers ain't no shit. They ain't nodded. They learn how to talk from you and all kind of shit. Real shit. The beast gave the dragon the power, throne, and great authority to the beast. He gave it to the beast. The beast come out of the north. You know what the beast is? Bestiality. And you niggas think you goats and shit. Y'all niggas fucking goats in them lodges. Too much you riding goats. Why the goats so important, man? We ain't no motherfucking goats, nigga. I'm the greatest. I don't give a fuck how they got greatest of all time on this shit. Can't about how they got greatest of all time on this shit. I'm not kidding about that shit. You better kidding about no greatest of all time on this shit. We just bringing it down to like Bible study, man. I know God love me, man. God love everybody. I'm putting him in your face. Huh? Huh? You gotta keep them hard about the check though. You know what I'm me? But check this out. Huh? The deadly wound. One of the beasts appears to have had a. Well, anyway, we gonna just keep on moving. I'm gonna let you know the dragon gave the beast the power. The dragon is the Mongolian. The dragon is the serpent. The dragon is the one that got your son on that flag or whatever, rising. Some of this the sun this and this rise and it rises in the east though, with all that blood over and shit. That red ass sun on that Japan flag, the one who got them putting down. But I digress. I'm gonna keep it moving. Cause I'm gonna get to that Shaggy. I'm just going through my screenshots. This is all. This what I do, y'all. The people worship the dragon for giving authority to the beast. You worship Japan for giving the authority to the North, to the goddamn Brits. You wonder what secret relationship I'm saying the Brits got with the motherfucking Japs? Is in your face. We're gonna get to them corners of the earth. I told y'all, God, we're gonna get to the corners of the earth and they didn't claim their corners. Huh? I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. What is it? Oh, and then they sent them into wonder. Let me see what it said. What it said right here. See what it said right here. I can't see y'all all they said. Damn, it's one of these bitches where it said sent them into wonder. Got you wondering. Got you wondering. Huh? Got you wondering. That's what space is. Huh? The whole world, and caused the whole world to wonder and follow it. Sent the whole world into wonder and to follow it. The people worship the dragon for giving authority, but it says send them into wonder. Send them into wonder. I'm gonna show you the wonderland. That's where y'all niggas live at, like Alice. So far from what the ancestors, your ancestors were talking about to, y'all hate a real G. Huh? In a physiological and in what they say, linguistic sense, yes, space is often defined as the ultimate domain of wonder. This is what they finna send your ass to. This is where y'all niggas stuck at wonder. Captive. This your captivation right here. You captivated by some goddamn imaginary shit. It represents the subline. A mixture of a vast beauty and a overwhelming mystery that triggers deep, inflected curiosity and awe. The sheer sight of, what does this say, 93 billion light years away, challenge human comprehension. What does I got on this right here? And see, this nigga right here, Claudius Ptolemy, these Greeks, these the people right here that brought the globe to you. Your ancestors weren't talking about no globes, right? I'm gonna show you. They said and they navigated waters and brought gifts and brought knowledge and brought everything out of the West, the Western Plateau, the Americas. We the West, man. But y'all want to use the earth cross and lay it down and cut the 4 pieces like I'm trying to tell you, and you'll see it just like I see it. Huh? Ptolemy. The Ptolemy is them Greeks. Them Greeks the ones when their name became Ptolemies when they took over Egypt after that shit had already, after them goddamn European, fake ass motherfucking European babies of the Mongolians had already came in and set up shop and did everything. They had already took that shit. They had already came in and took that shit. They came in there fighting against, they ain't come in there fighting against no black pharaohs and melanated pharaohs. They came in there fighting against them motherfuckers that already took that bitch. Them Egyptians y'all used to see it. Huh? Was the first to goddamn popularized the concept of a spherical earth and the global coordinate system in the 2nd century AD. 2nd century AD. 2nd century AD, through his work, geographic why he didn't invent the globe. Earlier Greeks like Crates, And malice created them. The Greeks created this shit. And y'all niggas sworn the secrets. Y'all niggas around here stomping and bumping and bumping and stomping and won't goddamn get a folks the real shit. Huh? Won't get it folks the real shit. But Ptolemy. What Ptolemy did that? That was Alexander's goddamn first general there. First general Alexander there. I'm gonna show you he the Shaggy goat. I'm gonna show you. Ptolemy's grid, latitude, and longitude was designed to fit a spherical Earth. He used astronomical observation to map specific coordinates, though his calculations were often slightly off because, see what I'm saying? No, it was all because these niggas making this shit up as they go. Trying to act like they know something that you don't know and talking the whole world out of this shit. The Cretians, the ones taught the Greeks. Miss Meriwether told me, don't you ever in your life, boy, forget about Crete. Because these folks gonna take this shit out of these history books. This lady told me this in the motherfucking 80s. Damn, this 80, 81, yeah, this lady told me this, these folks gonna stop teaching you about these Cretes. Don't you never ever in your life forget about Crete, boy. The other lady told she was a substitute teacher. They used to hate her. Macedonia. See, that's where Alexander daddy from, Macedonia. Philip of Macedonia is Alexander's father. Is a geographical and historical region in Balkan today, and it is divided primarily between Greek administrative region and Macedonia. And see? So that's Greek. Them ain't the ancestors, bro. And y'all got this globe from these motherfuckers and not the ancestors. And won't get that globe up. I'm gonna always get that globe because I know once you flatten it out, you're gonna see more than what you see. Your eyes wide open. Your eyes wide open, but you're still caught up in wonder. You're still captive in your mind because you're listening to that. Don't listen to nothing these hoes talking about. Yes, Greek is located northwest of Egypt because they say he come from the west, while mostly north. But they say he come from the west, come from the northwest. When they come up into Egypt, they coming in from northwest, from the west. That Shaggy go come from the west, but the northwest. These norths, anything north is the north. The northeast is on top because y'all say it's on top because y'all believe in the ball. Y'all don't understand that you put your phone in your face and bend at your L. Bend at your elbow and give it a different, see what I'm saying? You got to lay it down flat. You can lay your damn phone down flat. You ain't got to hold it up to your face, and then you look down at the phone. Or you hold your head out looking straight ahead and put the phone up to your face. That don't mean the phone. You see what I'm talking about? It's flat, bro. That photo, I had to get that photo though. Come and keep it in your face. The melanated disc. The Heavenly Father. No way to that Heavenly Father but through this sun, through this illumination. This 360-degree glow, this halo that you see, this heavenly halo that you see every day. I'm out of there. Let's go. In early archaic period, 8th to 6th century BCE, the common understanding among the Mediterranean and Near Eastern culture was indeed that the earth was a flat disc. So where this shit come from? This the archaic people. Where this shit come from? Homeric worldview. In the works of Homer and whoever the name, Hosea, whatever the name, the earth was described as a flat surface surrounded by a vast circular river called Oceanus. Huh? You had a man named the nigga that got down on Star Trek, Captain Picard. You had a Professor Picard. They look just like one astronaut, like they cloned these niggas for years. He went up in a hot air balloon, and they killed his report. He said The further you go up, the trees gonna lose height, but they gonna still be green. The further you go up, the flatter it look. This mother ain't turned into no ball for nobody yet, except with that green screen shit. Got, motherfucking Professor Picard said the Earth appears to be a flat, stationary disk. And I gotta find my motherfucker. I had some shit where the military based all their calculations about the Earth according to a flat, stationary. If the military making they calculations off something that's flat and stationary, how you floating and spinning with these motherfucking Greeks? This was classified information when I went and got it. It said the military, all militaries, I got to go find it because I don't like to be quoting shit with that shit being on the screen. All militaries make their calculations about the Earth according to a flat, stationary plane. Them facts. So if the military ain't using no globe and they rolling out flat maps to get to where the fuck they want to go, why the fuck is you floating on this ball with these Greeks? So I got to go find that again. All U.S. militaries make their calculations about the Earth according to a flat stationary plane. And these the ones that protecting and busting and shooting missiles and all kind of shit for you. And if they don't do that, they ain't gonna hit no targets. If they don't do that, they ain't gonna hit no targets, bro. Until the 6th century BC, things began from the Earth being flat to based on the mathematical logic of astronomical observation. Who are these motherfuckers? The students of there moved a step closer to modern concept and suggested that the Earth was a cylinder drawn. Who are these folk? These some Greeks. They made the ancestors. These ain't the ones who navigate the waters and run the rivers. The true river Nile, which will be over here. Pythagoras. By the 6th century BCE, Pythagoras, and some of his immediate followers, is often credited to being among the first to propose that the Earth was a sphere. Japan don't say this. They said it's all on ball. They said the heavenly spheres. They turn everything in the sky to a ball. Ball crazy. And then throwed you up in a ball and say you was a ball of water. After they got through making everything up there a ball, they made you a ball and throwed you up there and said you're a ball of water. But the Mongolians still say sun disk. I'm keep showing you it's a sun disk. The Egyptians say sun disk. Even in Sumeria, sun disk. But not everything's spherical. They even put an equate on the goddamn sun and the motherfucking moon. The sun too high for them to get to. How they gonna put an equate on? Wrapping around it. Man, stop it. Man, stop it. Man, stop it. The Earth was a sphere. And like, who made the heavenly spheres? I don't even want to get into it. I'm just thumbing through this. I want to get that Shaggy goat nigga. By the time the classical period began, in 480 BC, the idea of a spherical Earth was becoming a dominant view among the educated elites in the Greek world. This shit became popular in the Greek world. These niggas that don't know a motherfucking thing, eventually leading to, I don't know what that nigga name, Aristotle, whatever his name is. Whatever, about the measurement. How they were measuring out anyway. These folks talk you all the way out your shit. Then you had to go to their university and become part of their little fraternities and all this old shit. These Greeks, bro, you're not a Greek. We from Crete. The world of the Mississippian and other mound building cultures, roughly 800 CE to 1600 CE, was deeply rooted in the three-tiered cosmology. This sound more like some sense right here. While they viewed the Earth as flat surface, it was flat. In the modern sense of a simple map, it was a sacred living landscape, the three-tiered universe. 3 tiers? That sound like the same thing we got going on today. Above sea level, JJ me, Roscoe me, yeah, the sky, surface level, and below in the water. 3 Timothy they talking about right here. See, the upper world, the realm order light and celestial beings. The sky, the heavens, the sun, the moon, the stars, the constellations, the sky. It was often associated with the sun and powerful spirits like the bird man. In the sky. That's the first tip. Nigga done turned this into a firmament like a nigga can bust through the sky. Y'all nigga crazy. This was the realm, the middle world, earth. The flat terrain which you walk upon and go up hills and over mountains and climb and fall and bust your head at. Yeah, this was the realm where humans lived and was envisioned as a flat circular island floating in a vast primordial ocean. These the primordial waters. Yo, in the primordial water, the beneath world, the underworld, y'all always about the underworld like out there. Now, this the beneath world right here. A realm of chaos, water, and darkness inhabited by powerful beings like the great serpent and the underwater panther. Huh? Those are 3 tiers. I ain't such thing bleeding no damn ball, man. The construction of the mountain themselves was a physical manifestation of the belief they were just hills. They are axis mundi. They got something to do with time. I told y'all about axis mundi and axis. Yo, I'll get into that one day. Connecting the layers, a flat top platform now allowed the elites or priests to stand physically closer to the upper world while remaining grounded on the mound, on the middle world. So they standing on top of the mound to make themselves be closer to the heavens. Huh? The 4 directions, most mounds complex. Well, anyway, let's keep going. Boom. I just be taking screens. I be making that nigga Jim and I tell you everything I want to know. Even with the flat earth perspective, these cultures were master navigators. Even with the flat earth perspective, these cultures were master navigators. So these the earlier navigators who's they taking shit to trade posts and getting niggas shit and shit like that through there. Well, master navigators, they manage vast trade networks, vast trade. The Mississippian interaction sphere that stretched from the Great Lakes to the Gulf of Mexico river system. Since they didn't use the wheel or draft animals, the rivers were their highways. So they been going up and down, motherfucker. I don't want to say up and down, because I say up and down. Y'all say, you just said up. Up and down the river, man. Back and forth, down this river, man. And and hold up. What they say? What is it? Oh, here we go. Now we're going to get to God and make God. Every time I told y'all this motherfucker is squared from the center. Where they mark that spot in the center, they then put that little circle around, had a little 33 degree black rock in there. Talking about they were magnetic, put that black rock in that bitch. And said it was the magnetism of the earth in the center where they originally said north was in the center. And that's why all compasses pointed north toward the center, toward this 33 degree black mountainous magnetic rock that was in between the same location where I'm trying to tell y'all they created this dumbass shit at. All the compasses supposed to be pointing north. They might be pointing north out there. Not God and may God are described as nations in the four corners of the earth. I told y'all when they go to some of the four corners, y'all, where the corners at? If it's flat, I'm gonna show you. It's square from the center, man, from the intersection. That's where it's square from. Then it's round as outside, man. Ain't nobody never reached the end of no more earth. Only nigga reach the end of the earth is you niggas on the globe. Cause you got a circumference that end. The end of the world is end with you niggas. To us, it's infinite. Ain't nobody never reached the end of these motherfuckers. We know where the corner's at. So may God gonna be the north, and God gonna be the east. See, these motherfuckers that claim they corners of the earth and everything. Oh, y'all still play. Y'all still play. Huh? Describes a nation of four corners of the earth that are gathered for a final battle. The phrasing suggested a global scale, people who existed at the furthest reaches of the world, beyond the boundaries of established civilization. Who are these folks? They trying to be some gods, ain't it? They can't reach us out here. We didn't enclose their ass. Inside there was central intelligence. We ping-ponging and goddamn yo-yoing and goddamn, what they call that shit? When you got the goddamn on the string now. Not the Muppets, on the string. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. Yeah, they got you on the string there, but they outside so far that you can't get to them. They on the corners. The earlier Hebrew texts like Ezekiel, Magog is often associated with the far north. Oh, Magog is often associated with the far north. So you mean to tell me the north got a far north and shit too? They got the far east, the middle east, the far. These same two motherfuckers I keep telling y'all about. The Mongolian run this bitch and this bitch run you. Sent you in the wonder. You wander behind his ass. On the goddamn globe. Cause them Greeks, babe, I'm gonna show you. Often associated with the far north, creating a geographical sense of the edge. Huh? Where the wilderness begins. Huh? So they just go off in the wilderness on your ass. In the north, looking for Bigfoot. Looking for Grandpa goddamn Bigfoot. Looking for Grandpa Sasquatch. Cause you know they got the Neanderthal gene in them, and they got them mixed with that goat. They got goat horns and the beast. Bestiality. The northerners. The north. The ones that sit across the falls from the Americas. Not sit on top of your head. The waterfall. You go across the waterfall. Niagara. Nigga, the falls. Northwest, northwest, the northwest. You keep your white ass over there, northwest. Huh? The beast. In early Hebrew text, Ezekiel, okay, Magog, you see what I'm talking about? They got their corners. Y'all be asking about the corners. I'm sure they claim they corners of the motherfucker on earth. You did. The Caspian Gates. Legend of attributes and buildings of these gates to Alexander the Great. To Alexander the Great, who supposedly imprisoned the unclean nations of Gog and Magog. So Alexander imprisoned this shit, and now he become boss behind his daddy, Philip of Macedonia. These the Greeks now, but they got their corners. Gog is the east. The nigga that done took your son now, the Mongolian, the one you owe $trillions right here in the day, the one who running the script, the one who been had the green screen, the one who been come with this space movies and dragons and shit, the one who they cop out of. The Mongolians still got established laws down on the mama there, on the north there, the northeast playing these games with y'all, man. And y'all niggas wondering right on behind. This shit crazy. Say he in prison, the unclean nations of Gog and Magog behind massive bronze and iron gates. So it's the Bronze Age, huh? Coming out of the Bronze Age, huh? This is the time period. They told you right there, location on the map of Mundi. They were illustrated in the extreme northeast the extreme northeast of Asia because they were placed at the edge of the map. They became synonymous with the unknown and the apocalyptic. So that's the East. That's the Mongolian. The ones who've been leading in technology for I don't know how long. I remember I was watching that video and they had them ships coming back from the North Pole. They said, here are the ships. Here are the ships coming back from the pole with the new technology. So they go get their technology from where? And where this bitch get it from, though? I'm going to keep busting their ass. I'm going to keep busting their ass. What? The placement of Gog and Magog is a bit of a moving target depending on which historical cartographic tradition you look at. But your breakdown aligns well with the most common medieval interpretation. I know it does, nigga. I know it does. Fuck all that. I ask you, is God okay then? I want to know. Magog, the North, traditionally associated with the Scythians, say all them names, are the people of the Great Stepper. The Great Steps, whatever it is, steeps, I don't know what it is. In earlier texts like Ezekiel, they are described as coming from the uttermost part of the north. Magog, the beast. Just they corner, give it to him. On many maps, Magog is placed near the Arctic Circle. The Arctic Circle? Magog is placed near the Arctic Circle, or the northernmost part of the mountain ranges, like the Caucasus or the Urals. All up Canada, from Canada to Canaan, I got me a beach line. I draw me a beach line from Canada all the way back over to Canaan. Y'all keep y'all ass over there, not up there. Keep y'all ass over there. Cause the South and the West sit over here. South is Africa and the West over here. The West is the real holy land where y'all corrupt these stores and try to make us think we come out that South. Y'all done fuck with the real bloodline, man. God, the East, as geographical knowledge expanded, God was frequently pushed towards the far East. The fuck? What you say, Tiger? Unfair. This Melanation 3GD. What the fuck you just said? I told y'all, when we go to talk about them folk on these folks already claim their corners and everything. And they ain't gonna ball your ass up and send your ass to wonder for the rest of your life talking about these motherfuckers on some shit. Our mother ain't on shit. Like some of my damn screenshots fucked up like her, cause they know I'm gonna get to that Shaggy ass goat and explain his ass. In the context, historical maps like the Monte, other planisphere used at the orientation is key. Many of these maps were oriented with east at the top, where we find the word Ori or Ori. I told you Ori means east and Ois is west. Huh? We the west? That Shaggy go one coming from no west over here, coming, well, mostly north. I know it. When he went up in that bitch. And that's when they took that globe concept up in that hole. Shit ain't came from us. They ain't all, I ain't talking about that shit. Placing the end of the world at the upper boundary. Huh? East. That's the end of the world. Y'all can't go over there and see nothing else. You can go into the wilderness. We ain't got nothing else over for you to see, bitch. We come to take your shit. And send us some more of that goddamn Peruvian flake, cause we love to put it in our tent, walk around in our silk and freak with these bitches over there. That's what we do. We like that dough. We come to get it too. Y'all play. Where y'all get that dough? They come to get that Peruvian flake, nigga. I know they came and got it. They didn't cut a whole goddamn lamb ass off and hid the whole Peruvian goddamn field of cocaine. And somebody ain't no land on top of the Nazca plate. Bitch, the Nazca plate, Peru sit on top of the Nazca plate, nigga. Fuck you talking about. Where my dope at, bitch? Stop playing on me. I'm cheap cut the coke. I don't play with these hoes. The fuck? If you view the world through the The polar atomother projection, like the Monte map, the corners aren't 4 points on the square, but rather the extreme outer rim of the circle. Okay, I go along with it, whatever you're talking about. Trying to see what my screenshots are coming up on fucked up. The corners aren't 4 points. What's on here? North is the corner. East, west, and south spread towards the edges. Okay. In this circular logic, Gog and Magog represents the peripheral realm. We say you got a peripheral? What you drive a peripheral, nigga? They're part of the earth farthest from the part of the earth farthest from the center, where it is squared from. Where it is squared from. That's where the square comes from. The center is squared from the center. So this is the farthest place from the center of civilization. So while Magog is technically north in the biblical sense on the map, they both end up representing the northeast. Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch? They both end up representing the northeast. Because when they raise the ball up, they gonna tip that bitch to the east. So the North Pole sitting in the east. That's why the Mongolian run all the motherfucking North Pole ice and getting all that jury ice and selling that shit back to you. That's why they excavate everything, got the ice. Alaska and Hawaii gonna have some explaining to do, like I told y'all now. Because it took them Alaskan motherfucking Mongolians, Eskimos, to get them to the pole. Yeah, I know that real. What the fuck wrong with my motherfucking shit right here? What the fuck wrong with my motherfucking... Man, they got my screenshots fucked. Let me go over here. What that is? It's one of the most fascinating passes. They skip my Shaggy goat shit. Cause if you ever heard the story about the Shaggy goat there with the one horn now, he represent Alexander the Great. All you gotta do is line the time periods up, and then Alexander the Great, he go far as such and such, and his general continue his shit. And when they go over to Egypt, they create this dynastic period, the Ptolemaic period. And this when they go ahead and put the globe out onto the world, because the Greeks and took over and supposed to be so knowledgeable on shit. But the Greeks got their knowledge from the Crete, from the Cretians. See? And then the Greeks, but they got it second hand. They ain't get it first hand. They were students. And started making up all this other shit. And then went down to Egypt and laid it down for a minute till they got there and ran about that bitch. My seeing is one of the, okay, boom. This one the Crete meets the Greeks, right? Ancient history that represent the transition from the Bronze Age glory of Crete to the rise of the mainland Greek power. This was the transition. Ain't no Creeks talking about no motherfucking globe, man. Your ancestors ain't talking about no motherfucking globe, man. They said it's a transition. And it was it's second hand because the Greeks had another motherfucker. Then they learned from them. Lied with them. Fuck time back. Before the Greeks ever set foot on Crete as rulers, they were students of the culture. Around 1600 BCE, the Mycenaeans, the first people to speak the Greek language, began trading heavily with the Minoans. The Minoans, those the Cretes. Minoan, them the Cretes. They were students. Ain't no Cretians taught these motherfuckers nothing about no globe. Our ancestors said this bitch flat. Our ancestors was the first to navigate the waters And they hid our motherfucking maps. Gonna say the Western world, those motherfuckers made their maps out of sticks and straws, but all this stone work and all these motherfucking palaces and shit we done built all over the world, we ain't got no maps. We made them out of sticks and straw. And y'all following these hoes. Huh? And y'all following these hoes. Huh? Come on, man. Were the first advanced civilization on Crete known for their massive palaces and maritime trade. They were eventually suppressed by the Mycenaeans, and then the Greeks started learning from them motherfuckers who suppressed them. They partners. The Christians took that shit over there and got ate up. Fucking with them. They were eventually suppressed. Huh? Were the first advanced civilization on Crete, known for their massive palaces and maritime trade, coming to get these niggas shit. Let them niggas snout that Peruvian flake, them motherfuckers going crazy over my dope. Bitch, y'all owe me for my Peruvian flake. Nigga, it's cheap cut the coke. I don't play no motherfucking game. Y'all got rid of my Alexander the Great shit. Look at I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 screenshots to pull me down there. They ain't down now. But it's all good. And then I had some shit on there about showing where the Mississippi culture, goddamn, they did not motherfuck, they said this bitch was flat. And they the first ones to navigate this agriculture. These the people that's gonna feed the world. And we still feed the world today. The resources is over here. And the source is the sun. The source, fuck the resource, life. Life itself. The sun is life. That's the source of all this shit. The sun is the source of the what they call it? The planetary, what they call it? The galaxy, what they call it? The solar system. Ain't nothing else got life in it but the sun. The sun what gives the life to the moon. Everything in that bitch, the life come from the sun. That melanated this, that Heavenly Father, I'm gonna keep in your goddamn face till you act like you got some motherfucking sense. Round that bitch. Huh? I put this right here because the focus on the palace temples like Gnosis, which serve as administrative, religious, and economic hubs rather than peak pyramids. But you think they come build? This is where the technology came from. Your bloodline, man. And you ain't no fucking Greek. You might as well start you a Creek fraternity. You get you a Creek fraternity and you put some Creek letters on that bitch. Put that goddamn that ox and that bull and shit like that. The original Hebrew shit. Start your own fraternity. Come up out that shit, man. Y'all niggas gatekeepers. Y'all niggas often wander with these hoes, wandering around in space. Gotta find that screenshot. They said where that nigga said something about space. Well, why was that where I said something about that space shit? Show what space means to wander, nigga. That's what they said. A beast led you off into wonder. Led your ass off into wonderland. And you still floating and spinning with their ass on acid trips to about you spinning and yeah, I understand. You understand what they talking about spiritually and all in your soul and shit. And your ancestors weren't talking about none of that shit. That nigga Ptolemy, that nigga Sotar Christos went down there and stamped that globe on the world down there in Egypt during the Ptolemaic period. Your ancestors ain't said nothing about no globe, man. And with that being said, the truth don't need no help. This melanation 3GD for life. The truth don't need no motherfucking help. Nigga, he ain't gonna. The Mississippi Alabama culture, the deeply, the earth. What? The world view of the Mississippi and other mound building cultures, yeah, was deeply rooted in I told you about that right there. I want to see that goddamn. I want to see what they talk about this wonder. Pythagoras' ass. Them Greeks. Ain't none of you. Greeks. Ain't none of you. You ain't no Greek. Yes, Greece is the northwest of Egypt. I know it is, but mostly north. That goat came out the west. They took that shit. I want to see where I said something about that motherfucking space shit. Here it is. in a philosophical, in a philosophical and linguistic sense, yes, space is often defined as the ultimate domain of wonder. What? It represents the sublime, a mixture of vast beauty and overwhelming mystery that triggers deep intellectual curiosity and awe. There's something on this motherfucker about captivated on this bitch. But yeah, that's all I want to tell you, man. The truth don't need no help, man. They ain't gonna bend, break, not fold. All we gotta do is support the truth, stand up behind the truth. And we as the bloodline can get together and make it do what it do and get these folks foot off our neck on our own goddamn land. Too much motherfucking evidence out here now, bro. I ain't never going back forward more like that. And led your ass off into wonder, into captivity of your mind. Niggas say something about the first thing you think about that globe spinning and tilted out, and then they got that bitch tilted over there to the east. I'm sure it's the cahoots between the motherfucking Brits and the Japs, the Mongolian and the Neanderthal. Man, much love to motherfucker, my nigga roll that corn. You keep rolling that corn, I'm gonna keep cutting this coke. We standing on this corn and coke, cause that's what our niggas understand. Popcorn and coke. That's what we understand. They ain't got no business with it, my niggas. Talk to my nigga now. They ain't got no business with it, my nigga. It grow over here. And we still feeding the world today. And they got all these loopholes like they got this going on. They ain't got shit and everything they got it from over here because it's indigenous to this area over here on this western plateau. With that being said, man, I'm out there big on fed nigga, Melanation 3GD. I said, boom.